You'd think since it's summer that I'd be posting more often, but the fact that it's almost the end of July and I haven't posted any videos since the beginning of June says a lot about my work ethic. Anyways, as you can tell from the title, today is a middle school advice video because I just graduated. I honestly didn't even graduate. I'm just not in middle school anymore. I'm gonna be a freshman. Your fave freshie. This video was requested by Emily. She's my friend's sister, and her and some of her friends are gonna be going to the middle school that I just graduated from. So let's just start with the advice. Middle school is definitely a really awkward an awkward time because it's like your teen years or like the beginning of your teen years and you're just like starting to become mature and everything like that. So middle school is definitely an awkward phase in your life. What starts in middle school is brand begins to matter. And I'm like being completely raw and honest about this advice because this is stuff that I've experienced and stuff that like people may tend to sugarcoat, but this stuff is legit. I was shoe shopping the other day with my sister and I was like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like everyone wears Vans and Fila's and like Adidas and everything, and I'm just like, wow, brand really does matter. Because back in elementary school, a lot of people would just wear like the Justice sandals or something, but now it's a lot more different. I feel like in middle school you really care more about your appearance and how you look. Like in elementary school it honestly didn't even matter that much, but now in middle school it's kind of, I don't know, it just matters more to people. If you're an incoming 6th grader, the 8th graders will definitely act like they're more superior than you, which they technically are because they are older than you, but the 8th graders do get a lot more privileges than 6th and 7th graders. Like the 8th graders, like at least at my school, we had the 8th grade dance, 8th grade field trip, like we just were more privileged than the younger grades. In the hallway, stereotypically when someone sees like a 6th grader and they're like an 8th grader, they probably won't talk to them because we're 2 years older than you. Popularity, it's stupid. Being popular or well-known means a lot in middle school. It's gonna mean a lot to you at the moment, but in the future, you're gonna think it's really stupid. There will always be that one class you hate. For me, in 6th grade, that class was math. In 7th grade, actually no, in 7th grade I liked like all my classes, and in 8th grade that class for me was science. We do not talk about science anymore because I hated it this year. I definitely suggest putting effort in your work. People may think that since it's middle school it's not like it matters. Like things really do start to matter in high school. Begin good habits with your work ethic and just put effort in your work. Joining clubs and sports will definitely help you make a lot of new friends. Like when you're making new friends, when you join clubs and sports, you're not just making friends with people in your grade, you're making friends with the older kids, the younger kids. Since I was just an 8th grader, I did drama club, I was in NJHS, cross country, I did cheerleading. I also did band and I made a lot of friends. But that's what I remember I did. Like in drama club and cross country, I made a lot of friends from the 6th and 7th grade, and in cheerleading I made friends with some of the 7th graders and strong friendships with some of the 8th graders on the team. But yeah, joining clubs and sports can really help you strengthen friendships and help you branch out more and become more sociable, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to start talking about friendships and drama and the real juiciness of middle school. This is a fact. This is not an opinion or advice. It's a fact. You will not walk out of middle school with the same people you walked in with. Period. I remember in 6th grade, the people who I walked in with, and I did not walk out with them. Just saying. I'm not saying that I completely cut off ties with the people I came into middle school with, but let's just say I'm not the closest anymore. In middle school, you learn to realize that you have more acquaintances than real friends. Like now, honestly, I only have like 4 close, good friends that I would go to when I'm like struggling or like who I mainly hang out with. Like I'm not trying to be rude when I say that, but there are different levels, and like I'm sure like a lot of you guys who are watching this can like understand what I'm saying. You learn to realize that you have fewer closer friends and fewer people you could trust, and that you just have more like friends. I'm not saying those people aren't your friends. I'm just saying that I have like 3 or 4 friends who I would tell anything to and who know a lot about me, but I do still have other friends who like I guess I do hang out with, but like I wouldn't tell them a lot of stuff because it's like levels, you know what I mean? Friendships switch up so quickly in middle school. Could be best friends with someone in 7th grade, and by 8th grade, you honestly, they're not on your best friends list anymore. Friendships can switch up like that. It's hard to identify when a friendship or a person is toxic. For me, this was definitely hard to identify, especially in 7th grade. I've grown attached to a lot of people and a lot of like certain friendships. I needed to learn that some friendships and people were toxic and that I need to cut them out from my life. Like, no. If you do want to find out what's toxic, what I like to think about is the pros and cons of a friendship. In middle school, you understand what it means to be fake and who fake people are. A lot of people are fake. Confront someone if you need to. I think that's a really strong piece of advice because you don't want to be spending a lot of time with someone who you don't like or like someone who like makes you feel bad about yourself. Confrontation is actually pretty good sometimes because then you can clear up things between you and someone else, and then you can finally have the friendship that you two wanted. There is a huge difference between being fake and being mature. Someone who is fake will talk trash about someone, but then, let me think of an example. First names that came up in my mind. Jennifer talks trash about Lizzie all the time. But the thing is, Jennifer can be hanging out with Lizzie, and then by the second, like, Lizzie is not there, Jennifer talks a bunch of trash about her. That is being fake. And I think also, like, if you don't like someone, why would you hang out with them? Like, you're just wasting your own time. But being mature is completely different. Like, you can like not like someone, but it's not like you invite them everywhere, because that's being fake. When you act like one way to that person, but then like when they're not there, you're completely like being mature is more like you don't like someone, but it's not like you're straight up mean to them. Like, you'll acknowledge their presence, and like you're not gonna go out of your way to do things for or with them, because why would you do that if you don't like someone? You start becoming friends with people of the opposite gender. That's definitely happened to me. Honestly, I like hanging out with guy friends a lot more because guy friends are less problematic, and there's honestly no drama with guys, so that's why I like to hang out with my guy friends a lot more often. In elementary school, you're still in that, oh my god, she has cooties phase. So, but in middle school, you start to learn that like hanging out with the other gender is fun and less problematic. That's why I prefer hanging out with my guy friends. Dating is stupid in middle school. I have not dated anyone. It's not even dating, it's just Snapchatting. When people date, all they do is Snapchat and hug on occasion. Like, the people dating don't even talk in person. But I do know like a few couples who actually, they're really cute. I do think that they know what dating is, but honestly, I just suggest don't date in middle school. People make a big deal out of it, so yeah. 6th grade is definitely still your kind of innocent child phase, but towards 7th and 8th grade, that's when you really do start to mature and when you kind of get older. Last thing is that the time in middle school flies by quickly. That's definitely what people say about high school as well, but middle school is shorter than high school, therefore it does go by a lot quicker than high school. I still remember my 7th grade days because it felt like it was just a few months ago, but really it was almost 2 years ago. Kind of crazy. But the time does fly, so I suggest you cherish your memories and you have fun while you're still a teenager, because once you go to high school, that's when things really do start to count, and that's when there's so much more work and so much more stress. Make the most out of middle school because those are honestly your last years of fun, and then high school is gonna be a lot more stressful. That was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I actually filmed like this exact same video like a year ago. Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about some middle school advice or how to survive middle school. So hopefully, since it's summer, I will start to build the energy to film more videos often. That's pretty much all I have to say. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye. Cause I sang from my soul.